Perfect, I got it. Sorry it took me so long. If I don't do it on a daily basis, it's way harder. Okay, there you guys are. All right. So real quick, welcome. And we are going to go through our next step. For those of you, I think everybody was on our first week's call. But for those of you that weren't, you weren't, Melissa? Okay, we started a list. So if you want to go back and watch that one, you can watch that one if you haven't already. But now that we have our list, this is our simple step this week. Each day, we're going to reach out to one person on that list and invite them to a challenge group. So just one person. If you want to move faster in your business, the numbers are duplicated. The more people you invite, the faster your business is going to grow, because they say 1 in 10 people will be even interested. Not 1 in 10 people are going to commit. That's 1 in 10 are. Yeah, 1 out of 10 people are going to be like somewhat interested. It doesn't mean that they're going to commit to it. So just think, if you're only doing 1 a day, it might take a little bit longer for you to get that one person that's interested. So this is just the bare minimum for you to start out with. Off that list, we told you to highlight those who you think would be great challengers. And I don't remember what color I told you to do, but you guys can figure out what color you decided to highlight your good challengers. So for the ones that you thought were good challengers, pick at least 1 a day that you're going to highlight, and you're going to invite them to a group, to your next challenge group. That will start, all of mine start the first Monday of each month. I believe Brooks is the same way, that it starts the first Monday of each month. It's up to you on when you want to start your challenge group. I have the Fit Family, and that will be a continual group. So if you don't have, like, say you only have 1 or 2 people and you don't want to host your own group, you can always add them into that as well.
I have him.
What's that? Okay. So that is what our daily action step is going to be for this week, is just to invite 1 person. I'm also going to post in the group sample conversations so that you guys can see how we are able to, or how we're asking people. And then the second action step for this week, and this is like the big action step, you're going to create a Facebook event. And I will post an example. I bet Brooke would do the same thing on what we post in our events, the details, the description of the events. And then each day what I'm going to do is I'm going to post in the team or in the group page a post for you to copy and paste and post in your event, so that your event's seeing some action, and that whoever is going to your event or who's in your event page will see different things about challenge groups, success stories, and that kind of stuff. And basically what I like to do in my event pages is make it kind of like a challenge group itself, where, you know, like Monday's motivational, Tuesday, you know, transformation Tuesdays, they see some pictures about transformations, Wednesday, information about, you know, Shakeology, not over the top stuff, but just where they're getting the idea of what it's all about. So I will post in the page for you to post in your event. You have to create your event though. So what you're going to want to do is create a Facebook event. If you don't know how, YouTube is there for you. You don't need my help. You don't need your upline's help with this. You go to YouTube and you post in the search how to create a Facebook event. It's not like we wouldn't like to help you, but we want everybody to be able to do things on their own. Otherwise, we'd be doing everybody else's business for them. Plus, if you do it yourself, you will create independency for yourself and for your future coaches. And that's huge. Okay, so when you create that event, like I said, I'll post what I would put in there for the details. Brooke, I'm sure will do the same. And then that way you guys can kind of go off of that, make it a little bit your own because you don't speak the same way I do. I'm from the UP, Brooke's from the UP. You guys probably don't talk Uperish. If you do, awesome. But try and make it your own a little bit. And then, like I said, I'll post daily something for you to post in that event page. And I'll literally post event topic. And so that way you guys know, okay, I can post this in my event. Hi, Ashley. Okay, now, so that's the 2 action steps. The first one is going to be to reach out and do at least 1 challenge invite a day. And the second one is to create a Facebook event. Who you're going to invite to that Facebook event, if you're a new coach, start with your friends and your family, your warm market, the people that trust you. If you've already reached out to your friends and your family, invite off of your friends list. Don't rule out anybody because those people that you rule out are the ones who are going to want to join you. But I mean, if you don't want to work with guys, don't invite guys to the group. Like a lot of women start to get freaked out when a guy starts messaging them about it. So if you don't want to work with guys, don't invite them to the group. What were you trying to do? Last, this is all we're gonna do is we're gonna quick go through. Oh, Gabby's screaming. She's refusing naps, so it's real fun at our house. We're gonna go through and we're gonna do our power hour real quick together. So those of you with babies, if you're ready to do this, oh, Melissa's chatting with us for the event. Is there a sweet spot for timing on when to post? Yes, at night. If you are in a current event or challenge to avoid overwhelming people, the new event, I mean.
I would personally just say post in the evenings because there's been so many times I've wasted posting during the day. And think of the people that are just like us. They're all busy during the day. Nobody sits down until after dinner, after kids are going to bed. So when you post in your event, that's going to pop up on their news feed too. So they're going to see it.
Melissa, it can be whatever you want to call it. That's on you. Get creative. What kind of event?
So like Melissa, I was telling you earlier that every single just 5 minutes before this call, me and Liz have a goal to hit Success Club 5 the first week every month, and we make events the first week and start posting in it right away. And then those people get put in the following month in the challenge group. So as soon as you guys can, help people Success Club 5, Success Club 10 the first 2 weeks of the month, that's perfect. And keep adding different things to your event all the time. Pretty much just like a challenge group, like Liz said. Mm-hmm. And post your vulnerable states too, because not everyone wants to see everyone doing 100% because they can't relate to that.
Yeah, I just had a challenger who backed out of the challenge group because she's like, I'm not doing my workout every day and I'm not eating good and I'm just feeling super overwhelmed and I think this just isn't for me. And that's where we have to, I told her, I said, I had Little Caesars pizza on Saturday night, disgusting. It was so gross. I mean, it was even gross eating it, really. But I'm like, I'm not perfect either. But she sees everybody posting all this perfect stuff in the challenge group where she got discouraged. So it's really key that they know that we're real. We like pizza and see, Ashley just ate pizza as well. We feel miserable after.
But I had a Bloody Mary today.
But I mean, that's the stuff that we also have to be posting so people know okay, they can relate. Okay. So Brooke, can I let you go through the power hour? Cause Gabby's really not having it.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then that's it. So if you guys have any questions for Brooke or anything too, awesome, but I just have to get her to sleep.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it going, though, because then that way it records.
Okay. So, you guys, I just got this off of the Etsy. This is what Liz has. She posted this in this group. Yay! Melissa has it, too. I'm really excited about it because, for so long, I was just, making my own little notebooks and stuff. But this has it all on there. of like my entire power hour. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna officially start it right now because I haven't written in it yet. So we'll use this right now to do our power hour. And I'll post this in my team page and Liz's team page so you guys can get an idea. Or I guess I'll just post it in this mentorship so you guys have an idea what is all on this. I'll just take a picture of it for you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go over to our Facebook here. Oh my God, my cats are going crazy right now. You guys have to get out of the room. They're like fighting. Okay, do you guys all have your Facebook up? I gotta X out of all of these. And Tanya, is this like your first power hour ever? Yeah. Oh, yay! Okay, so you guys are gonna go ahead and bring up your Facebook. I have mine right here. I'm trying to do a split screen right here. Okay. So first of all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add friends. So what we're gonna do is go to, like, can I do this from my, oh shoot, my phone's dead. You can do it from your phone or you can do it from your web browser. And you go over to, let's see here. I personally like to go to groups to add friends because those are people who have the same interests as me. Otherwise, I go to suggested friends on my phone.
That's what I do.
Do you? But
Yeah.
the thing is, what I find with that is I get so many people from the UP, and like my goal is to find more people like outside of the UP.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I just go to suggested groups. I found groups that I really like you guys can type in the search Facebook group and type in whatever you guys love. Say like mine is DIY. And the first group that pops up is like building, renovating, DIY forum. So I'm going to click and join that. And then they're going to, oh, I'm actually already in that group. And then it has like 4,000 members. So I'm going to go through, that's like 4,000 people I can choose to be my friends, 4,000 people. So I'm going to go through and add people that are similar to me, like someone who is in my age group from like 22 to like 35 probably, and someone who looks active, someone who maybe is an outdoorsy kind of person. I'm gonna go and add. So go through the groups, you guys, or your suggested friends, and add 3 people. Anybody have any questions on that? No. And make sure they're not Beachbody coaches, and make sure they're in the United States and Canada. Okay, I just added 3 people. And then the next step is to connect. So what I do is I go to my Facebook, my profile. I click on my name, so it brings me straight to my profile, to like my profile, and then I'll go to friends. And then on there, it'll say, recently added, new post, birthdays, college, high school. You guys see that? You can see the people who have recently added you, and those are the people who I want to connect with. I want to reach out to them and say, hey girl. So Lindsay connected with me, which I'm already talking with her on my like page. So Julia, I'm going to send her a message. And this is simply what I say. I say, hey girl, or I say, hi Julia, thanks so much for the ad. I always love meeting new friends on social media daily. How is your summer going? Super simple, and I actually saved that script in my notes so that I can just copy and paste that. And then I'm gonna write that to all of the new friends that just accepted my invitation. Anybody have any questions on that? is then I'm gonna start forming the relationship, like, oh, where do you live? Do you have kids? And then I'm gonna check out her profile and see whatever we have in common. And believe it or not, guys, like sometimes you don't even have to go that deep with forming in relationships because people are watching your social media, so they already know what you're about. So they bring up the topic and they most of the time sometimes say, hey, I love you, like I like what you do, like what are your challenge groups about? And recently I've already had like 4 or 5 success clip points just from reaching out to people and saying thanks for liking my page. Okay, so that's connect, and then we're gonna go over and invite. And my invitation. So then you guys are gonna invite from your list of people that you have already created, your list of 100 people, this list. And I'll be honest, the other day, like I invited this girl 4 times and she replied 0. And the 5th time she's like, yeah, sign me up. It was my first 2 success clip points. It's like, oh, because she's been following me for like 7 months. So never give up on those people, you guys. Like I think I asked Melissa a lot. Did I? I think so. Okay, so this is the invitation I've been sending to people. Hey girl, I hope all is well with you. I'd love to invite you to my Fall Fit Challenge. We start October 3rd. We work out at home and we follow a simple nutrition plan. I figured I'd shoot you an invite. I know we chatted about joining in the fall. So excited about this. Would this be something you would want to get in on with me and a few girls? I just keep it short and simple. So I'm gonna invite 3 people. Invite 3 people from your guys' list. Am I going too fast for you guys? No?
Come give Mama a hug and kiss night-night, though. I'm going to bed at 9:40. Love you, baby.
Who's all done? Nobody? Okay. All right, guys, I just sent out my 3 invites. Does anybody need more time? No? Okay. All right, so invited. So what we did so far is we added, we connected, we invited, and now we're gonna follow up. So just go to your guys' messages and follow up with the people. Like what I do, for instance, is I write little sticky notes. So like the people that said that they want to do my challenge group and they're like, yeah, sign me up. or people that I'm still talking with, I'll just write a sticky note so that I know that they're like priority on my list that I have to follow up with them. And I even set alarms in my phone so that they go off during like the evening time when I'm doing my power hour. My follow up with Janelle will go off at like 9 o'clock at night so that I don't forget to follow up with her. And then presenting the business is our next one. Liz, do you have any scripts of presenting the business in the intern?
I will have to look.
Okay.
I'm gonna look after this just because I have it on screen share.
Okay.
I just got some awesome scripts though that I'm excited to share, but I can't remember exactly what.
So when you guys are writing down names for challenge groups, people who would be interested in your challenge groups, those are the ones that you highlight, and then highlight the ones that you think would be awesome coaches in a different color. So those are the people you guys want to invite now, and just say, hey girl, not sure if this would be for you, but I figured I would invite you anyways. Me and my team, we're hosting a 3-day sneak peek coming up about what I do as a coach. Would this be something you would want to get in on?
Oh, you know what? These scripts are all of coaching. They're not of asking it for a challenger. They're of coaching. So.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yes.
Because the more scripts you read and the more you present the business, it gets so much easier.
Yeah, honestly, that's the thing. Like, you won't have very much confidence at first because it's kind of intimidating. But the more you do it, the more it's like, okay, I'm getting better at this. I'm getting better at it. And you'll start hearing more yeses than nos, or more that you're interested. Not that like Brooke and myself don't hear nos, because we hear a shit ton of nos. Sorry for the language, but we hear lots of nos. But we just fight through, and makes us excited for when we get a yes.
Yeah, and honestly, the no's just mean not right now. Like my new coach, Stephanie, like she was a challenger. She was a challenger in my first challenge group ever for 3 years. And she's like, she's known what this is all about. She's seen me grow in my business and grow in my own accountability. But now it's taken her 3 years. She's like, yeah, sign me up. I want to do this. You know, and I've asked her so many times. So sometimes it just takes time. And really, I think it's just people want to know if you're going to stick with it. You know, because nobody wants to be part of anything that's kind of like a fad, right?
Mm.
But all right, does anybody have any other questions on your power hour that we can help you guys with? I'll post a picture of what this looks like in the accountability group or in the intern.
Oh.
Did you read that question on the side?
Oh no.
Oh.
How much was my book? It was $30.
Do you get most of your people from groups then? Is that how you personally do it?
Yeah. That's how I started personally doing it, like the last 6 months. And I personally like it better because it makes, like, there's so many coaches in the UP here that if I go to suggested friends and stuff, I just feel like I'm still like working in the small little network. So I just go to groups pretty much. But I also know that so do a lot of other freaky coaches. So when I go in there and I see like Mindy Wender and like, you know, Tara Bialik and stuff, it's like, oh, she's already been in this group, but their target market is totally different than my target market. So write down like 10 different interests that you're interested in and go and find groups that, like you, Melissa, you're part of a lot of like fiber groups and stuff. Like go through and keep adding people from those groups and other interests, like you love arts and crafts and stuff.
In those groups too, what I did when I was the first to coach, because Facebook didn't tell you mutual friends, or there was not as advanced stuff. But what I would do is we would go into groups, and then if anybody posted something that you related to, or that you had an opinion on, or that you had interest in, and you saw other people commenting the same thing that you felt about the question or that you could relate to, then you go through and you private message them about that and just say, hey, you know, I completely relate with you. So fun. Like, this is funny. I was showing one of my new coaches an example, and I was in a cooking group, and I don't even cook. So I don't know why I was in, I mean, I do, but I don't. But it was on onions, and I just sent a message because I was showing her like in person how to do it. And it was just super simple for me to send messages out. So what I did was I'm like, oh, I use onion in all my recipes, and I copied and pasted that and sent it to everybody who posted. And I literally still have a guy as a friend who comments on a ton of my stuff that I met by doing that. But for sure do stuff that you actually are interested in. Otherwise you will have no relationship to build on.
And it's fun too, you know, when you
It is.
get those groups of like-minded people, then it's fun. It's like, oh, I can't wait to see what she's up to.
Mhm.
Like, you're actually intrigued with like what they're doing and their profile. Like, they actually could be a friend.
Any other questions? No? Well, I'm really proud of you guys for jumping on. I mean, week 2, like week 1, we had a ton of people. And now week 2, it's like, you guys are here, you're showing up. So I can't wait to see your faces again next week. Sorry, you guys. Really need sleep. But yeah. And tomorrow night, I believe Nikki is going to be going live at some point tomorrow. We will figure out exactly when and post so you guys have an idea on when. But Nikki had over 20 Success Club points this past month, and she's going to share her Instagram tips. And Instagram is a crazy network. So if you guys have just kind of been on Facebook, Instagram is a whole nother level for you to reach out to people. And it's kind of like a faster pace than building relationships on Facebook. So I'm really excited for Nikki to share her tips, and she'll be going live. So I'll let you guys know as soon as I know around what time. But she's a crazy mom of 2, super busy. So it might be, you know, hey, I'm going live in 20 minutes. You guys might not catch it live, but you'll be able to watch the recording because it's in our group. So if you don't know, like if it doesn't show up, it's because she's just going to do it because that's how her life's going right now. But we're going to have awesome tips on it.
And go follow her on Instagram because she has like 30,000 followers, 50,000
Insane.
followers.
It's insane just from sharing her own journey. It's crazy.
Is that in your group, Liz?
Yep, it will be in the
Yeah.
Team
Okay.
Dream, Believe, Succeed.
Okay.
Yay.
All right, everybody, have a great night, and thanks again for jumping on. See ya.
Bye.